Alright, hey guys, welcome back to On The Road Truck Simulator. We're in part 25 of the gameplay now. Can't believe how far we are. We're in mid-20s gameplay now. Wow, just quite good lot of videos now I've been doing for the past few months now, so that's quite a trek now here. So yeah, we're in part 25 now of On The Road gameplay, so quite a good lot of videos now I've been doing for the past few months. So yeah, and we're here again. I did an off stream actually, and so we're not actually at the same place we were in the last video. Let me check where we are. And we're in Hanover. We're kind of full up now, so yeah, we're here with the same truck again, the tandem, of course, the MEM. So yeah, it's a nice morning here as well, so hopefully it'll stay sunny as well in the game. So yeah, and so hopefully you guys are doing really well. And I was talking about gaming consoles. I mean, that's how the conversation went, and yesterday and on the last gameplay, and but yeah, that was the thing. And I was talking about consoles and that future of gaming stuff in general, all that. It just came along like that eventually anyway. So of course, I think the comment was when I was talking about truck driver and on the road, I was talking about graphics, and then that's what I mean about this being a PS3 game. That's what started this gaming conversation, yesterday's video. Well, I did it yesterday actually on the last video, I suppose. So yeah, we're here of course, so should be able to do a better one today with maybe something different, hopefully back into the top of the game, hopefully this time as well. So yeah, so we'll actually get a delivery sorted out for you now, and let's do something when Logistik Hub actually. We'll do something fun here. Where should we go? Berlin's a decent journey. Let's try Berlin. Let's go for that. Taking headlights actually. It's a decent trek actually. Let's go for that. We're already at the freight office and we're already here anyway, so I don't need to bother about backing the truck up again or fiddling around with it. So yeah, we're here. And let's get in these doors open if I can. It's difficult, you're right squeezing yourself. You have to kind of slosh yourself in between the doors, because that's how close I've got the truck in the depot. I mean to the front end of the warehouse, and that it's going to be like that anyway. Let's head off then. Let's get the truck started. So yeah, of course, yeah, I'll need to do all this stuff again because it's not take long. I'll need to actually seat this journey off actually. This isn't the morning. I thought this is the morning. It isn't the morning. So I'll seat this off actually now, since it's sign 0. So it'll be the morning now, 6 now. So we're in the morning now. And so here we go. And we'll put the headlights on. I think we need the lights on here. It's ready to hit the road. So yeah, there's the rain starting now. Since I started starting the rain. I was saying it was sunny before, and now it's starting to rain. So got a bit of rain now for you this morning. So that's not the nicest now. That one's a bit smoother when you're out the truck. So I'll swap out it in the camera there, so it doesn't run really bad. But yeah, what should we talk again today? Maybe more console, maybe more future gaming stuff again. I don't know actually. We'll find out actually tonight. We'll get something when we get on the autobahn. Something will just come along randomly. It feels like that's the best way to actually come up with something when you're on the autobahn, because it's quite boring anyway, and it's kind of a bit settling in the journey anyway. On the autobahn, you've not got much corners and that to worry about. So I'll find something. I'll probably come on gaming conversations no doubt as well. Yeah, so yeah, the PS PS4 and that as well. I mean, it's been a great console all these years, and I'm hoping it's going to live up. I mean, obviously PS4 now is also, PS5's also got backwards compatibility with PS4 games, so yeah, the PS4 might be a bit obsolete, I guess, when the PS5 sort of takes out and sort of outsells it eventually. That won't be for a wee while, I don't think, but in maybe the next year or two, maybe it'll be more people, loads of gamers will have their PS5s. Yeah, and I think the thing is about PS5s as well is you can put in interchangeable panels as well. So if you want to get for a different colour of console, or I mean different colour of console, you could change the panels, the side panels that then you have to just buy a console with the white panels and maybe have to wait a wee while. I mean, I don't know actually. I wonder if PS5 will bring out some. They'll have to bring out a black console surely as well. That's usually the sort of colour anyway that they've been using for a long time. Supposed to be Plus the PS1 was then a sort of grey console all these years. It's never been a black console, the PS1. The PS1 has always been the same colour all the way, I think. So I'm guessing it changed a little bit. I guess it's a different, it's because we've had black for a long time. PS3, PS2, PS4. Of course, it's just the way it is, I guess, the console. I mean, with the consoles and that as well. And so the all these PS consoles have been black most of the time anyway, so they're not really been any colour changes. I mean, you get these sort of limited edition ones, I guess. So you get the Spider-Man ones and so on, but I mean, I don't know if there's a few limited editions, but there's not that many of them in general. Like you know what I mean, as in them being the same colours as needed the back, or I mean, you get a white PS4, can't you, as well? And I think there's a white PS4, or maybe I'm thinking that's wrong. Maybe they didn't do white. They say they did do white. I don't know when they did. That was a long time ago. So the white PS4s, I don't think they're as popular as the black ones. Everyone seems to have a black PS4 anyway, so I've not seen many white PS4s out there. And so yeah, just stuck with the black one. So, and that's what I've got as well. I've got a black one. So yeah. And of course, people like to set their stickers on it as well. If they want to get a bit decorated again, they can put stickers of stuff in that as well. So, like stickers, but I don't do that. That's PS4's to stand on, instead out the stock very much. So yeah, I have it under my unit as well, so it's kind of out the way a wee bit as well, so it doesn't get out the way from then, like putting your coffees or your chocolates on and spilling them all and that. It's a good place. Putting it under, I've got it under a unit as well, so it's a good place for it to be sort of looked after, I guess, and protected a little bit, I guess, in a way as well. A little bit, but I need to wet something inside the console. That's the thing, because it'll just start overheating if it's in a small enclosed space. So that's what that is. So I've actually got it in a sort of enclosed space a little bit. So I need to kind of open up my unit, I guess, to keep the air going through, because I know the console overheat as well. And yeah, the PS4s are really like consoles when they're using a lot of CPU usage. Pretty insane. I'm surprised it's actually running really quiet on this game as well. This game is actually not causing the console to run like a jet. Like everyone says, it's like a plane or something taking off. All the comments, it's nothing like that. But I mean, yeah, it's on nice and quiet. It's like the PS5 pretty much. I wonder how that would manage, how loud that would go when it shows its full potential, if it's with proper graphics and stuff and so on. Because all the games you're getting now are just sort of went in the middle. They're not really actual PS4, PS5 and PS5 native PS5 games. That's just the thing. Like when you get something true PS5 exclusive game, good graphics, not shit end graphics like you're getting like this game, of course, a wee bit. Like that's why the console isn't really overheating or probably doing much niche. I guess it's fairly quiet on this. I'm quite happy. Okay, it's like this on this game. Like usually, if you're running other games or something, like maybe like Watch Dogs or something, the thing sort of gets loud. I'm playing this game most of the time, and I'm just thinking how quiet the PS4 would be. How quiet the PS4 is. It's a quiet console when it's not and if it's not getting usage as much as like other games. Like it's very loud. Like it isn't that great when the consoles are that if the consoles are that bad, that they're that noisy and stuff. So yeah, it's just the thing you need to just know what games, maybe like if you're playing a bit of Cyberpunk or Watch Dogs, RPG games, you're going to encounter a lot of usage, I guess. I could be wrong. It's not too bad in this game, thankfully. It's nice and quiet. So you would even hear the fan noise, because if it's a noisy console, then you would hear the fan noise. It would just be tad. I wouldn't be able to put up with it because with this video, because it'll just come in the background. It's very noisy, and it is noisy. So hopefully it never actually makes any noise in this game anyway. So thankfully it's a nice and relaxing game. So yeah, I'll hopefully get some. Talking about gaming again in this part as well. I need to get a gaming part series going on now. I need to try and make it a bit truck driver again at some point as well. But yeah, and I'll just talk about anything pretty much, whatever comes to mind. I guess I'm not really got any, like, I'm not really like doing it in a script or that. So I'm just talking to myself, I guess, what I'm saying. So yeah, and I mean, the PS5, and I think that'll be really quiet and high-end PC. If you're playing like high PS4 games, like high graphical PS4 games on a PS5, I'm sure it would run quiet, and to a PS4 it would be running really noisy. So hopefully that will be the case on a PS5. The console will actually run really quiet and not like really noisy or so on, like of course like the PS4 does. So I'll have to see how that actually fares, and hopefully the PS5 will actually have some decent games eventually. Because you're just getting this sort of cross-gen sort of period at the moment, and there's decent games on both consoles, last gen and current gen. And so yeah, I can see that did it with PS3 as well. I don't know how long that went for. I think that went on for 3 years. So they might do it for like another year or so after this. And then they'll probably just release native PS5 games probably by next year, maybe sometime the end of this year, maybe next year. I believe Gran Turismo 7 will be a PS5 exclusive, I guess. So that'll be PS5 only, native PS5. And that's why there's not been very much about the game since E3, since the showcase last year. I was about to say E3, because E3 didn't actually happen last year, obviously, but E3, or something like that. I mean, or it's kind of in that sort of period that E3 happens. Or it's the showcase that they did last year, the PS4 the PlayStation showcase, where they sort of revealed the PS5 as well. Look at that bug there, I don't know what that is about. I actually think I've seen that before, actually, and I'll stream that bug. It's like it's a big overstretched tree or something, Like, I don't know what it is. It's quite weird, Yeah, but they showed us the PS5, and that was when Gran Turismo 7 was shown as well. That was like nearly a year ago apparently already. So we were not when the PS5 was actually revealed almost a year ago. But it was June, I think that happened, wasn't it? June. I can't remember when in June it was, but it was in June. I didn't even feel that long ago when that actually was on. And it's almost a year since they revealed the PS5. Mad. Mad time. I'm mad anyway, like, just how quick time goes, but yeah, I mean, I just think they should yeah, hopefully something good this year, hopefully, in this showcase, or if they do a showcase, or I don't know if it's Xbox, maybe they're not going to do a showcase. I'm sure they would. I know they're doing State of Play and that as well, like that's like the sort of smaller sort of showcases that they're doing that. They seem to be doing that more often, that's the way. I've seen a couple of them, that's the way. And there was one in Feb, and I think there was one a few months back as well. Last month I think there was one as well, and I think there's actually one at the end of May as well, so yeah, pretty much it'll be happening now, that's soon, that's the way. So yeah, like they're doing another one as well. So yeah, it's nice to have a raining chest. It's nice to have a raining gameplay for a change, because obviously the time it's been sunny and just the same as usual. Right, this is a nice rainy one to do for a change, even to have the wipers on and stuff like that. Different. It only rains briefly in this game, and then it's most of the time it's all sunny. Like it's hardly any rain in this game, or hardly. When I'm doing it, it's maybe when I'm off stream and that, there's probably a bit of rain, but it's hardly any rain in general in this game. It's quite rare to rain, I guess. Yeah, but they're doing State of Play and stuff like that as well. I think this is like the sort of mini showcases that they're doing now, so they'll show a couple of games and so on. So I'll probably get stuff like that. It'd be nice if they showed Gran Turismo 7 a bit more as well. I think that's been radio silent for almost a year now. I mean, I hope it's going to show its full potential when it is out, because I mean, judging by that trailer, it looked insane. I was quite impressed. I'm looking forward to seeing Gran Turismo 7. Hopefully being a big title, of course, as well. I mean, and I think Gran Turismo Sport is a bit of a hit and miss, I think. I mean, it's just it's kind of like a sort of half-baked, sort of half a game, I guess you're getting. It's like a sequel, I guess. It's not really a full-on Gran Turismo game, I guess. Like they call it as the name. There's the rain off already, and just it's going off, I think. Yeah, so it's just sort of easing off a little bit. So yeah. But yeah, that's a half finished, half baked game. Sport, I think Sport is a bit of half finished, half baked game. It wasn't a full on Gran Turismo. Oops, I was going to put the light, but I was about to put the what do you call it, the headlights down. I realised I put the gearbox back. That's a bit of that was a bit of a mistake. I want to try to do the retarder. It never does anything. I don't know what it actually does. Doesn't seem to be anything with the retarder on this. It seems like it's just an empty space that this put in. Yeah, but yeah, Gran Turismo 7, when it does come out, probably next year at least, I think it's going to show its full potential on that console as well. So I think that's what the case is. Just not have a game that's saying, like a sort of a bug-free game. The game is kind of pretty much finished completely. That's probably why they delayed it in the next year. And yeah, I think it's going to sort of carry on from Sport a little bit as well. I think Sport is just, it might be using the same game engine, I guess, as Sport was using as well. And 6, I think, as well, Gran Turismo 6, I think that was their previous game before Sport was out. But yeah, that game only came out on PS3, so I'm just surprised. And that was actually during PS4's sort of start lifespan, so they should have actually released that on PS4 as well. But obviously, I guess, and it was obviously PS3 at the end of the day, they probably it seems like Gran Turismo doesn't really want to release games in cross-gen consoles, because obviously when we get the new one, it's going to be PS5 only, and then PS4 only has Gran Turismo Sport, and PS3 I think had 6, I think, and I think it might have 5 as well. I think it maybe had a few, maybe 5, 6 maybe. So maybe they had 2, and then obviously 7 hopefully will be a great game, and then maybe we'll get 8 as well. I don't know. I'll be waiting the life cycle of the game, I guess, the console, and if we get 8, it'll hopefully be pretty good. And I don't want to talk ahead of myself. It's 6 or 7. 7's not even out yet, so I'm looking forward to see what they offer. Big car list at least as well. And I mean, Gran Turismo Sport only had a few dozen cars, but I mean, it was just a sort of smaller series. There wasn't very much in that game in general anyway. And Sport as well. Like Sport had just a few things to do, I guess, in it. I think it had lobbies on that as well. Of course, it's still popular as that as well. Like, all that seems to be the thing now. Esport and that as well. And yeah, I mean, I like the soundtrack as well. Soundtrack on Gran Turismo Sport is really nice as well. It's nice and relaxing. Lots of ambient stuff in it as well. It's nice and chilled and that. Not heavy metal music as much. What's that? I don't know actually. There might be a couple of bands on the other ones as well somewhere. But yeah, I mean, Gran Turismo was great, eh? Like, it was a great series. It's been out for so long. I mean, Xbox already does Forza as well. Like, that's kind of like this sort of Gran Turismo series on the Xbox exclusive. So yeah, Forza Motorsport is a sort of Xbox title exclusive. I mean, I don't know if they're good as Gran Turismo. I think Gran Turismo, in my opinion, is better. I think I actually played a bit of the Horizon Forza Horizon 4, which is pretty good. It's got Edinburgh in it. I do actually own an Xbox as well. I never actually said, but yeah, I do actually have an Xbox One X, and I was saying in the previous video, the Xbox One X, like the sort of more powerful, slightly more powerful than the, I mean, I think it was actually more powerful than the S anyway. I bet if I had more, it's more powerful than the Pro, like in this console, the X, I think, Xbox One X. I mean, it's probably a tad powerful in the PS Pro. It's not too more powerful. I mean, yeah, I did have an Xbox One X as well, but I don't use it I don't really use Xbox as much. I mean, yeah, I just stick with PS4. I mean, I would probably have to play Forza and that, but in general, I don't really tend to use Xbox. Not really an Xbox person myself, just PS4. I'm quite used to it now anyway. The PS4 is a lot more than Xboxes, so yeah. I mean, yeah, you always have to be on the internet on that console as well. That's the other thing. So you have to play your game, you have to be stuck with the internet switched on. So you're kind of relying on that as well. I don't know what else. I don't know very much about Xbox in general as much as PS4. I just know it's a similar. I'm guessing it's similar to each other. The only difference I probably see is it's obviously Microsoft that obviously does that, and then Sony does PS4, PlayStation. So yeah, it's a bit like that. It's like big companies that do it. It seems like this year Sony have been a bit not been as good as just treating the PS5, because I know like Xbox does the really old the original. They're putting like backward compatibility on the Xbox Live Store as well, like their sort of online store to buy games. They're actually putting like really old OG games on there as well, like OG Xbox games you can actually buy from there as well. So yeah, I mean yeah, that's the thing about Xbox now. They seem to be the one the one ahead from PS4 now, because I mean they're putting backward compatibility online and that, all the old games and still on their store and that, like that's sort of 360 games, you can play them as well on the new consoles. That's the thing, so they're thinking ahead of themselves as well. I mean the PS4 and that, you can't really do anything, or the PS5 only has backward compatibility with PS4 games, so you're not really able to play the whole shebang. You can't play PS1 games. Unless the only thing they do is they add backward compatibility on the store and that, like that's all, make the games available on the store for you guys to play on, for your games to play on there. So that's the only thing they'll need to do if they want to get the console, able to play games from back in the days, PS2 games, PSP games on the PS5. It'd just be great. They might do a patch or something, you never know. I mean, they should have actually thought that in the box. I mean, that's just the thing. I mean, but Sony are not really giving a shit about backward compatibility. They're just only stuck with PS4, that's it. You're not going to get any other games, like you're just stuck with your sort of last gen games, that's it. That's all you can play. You really need to play Gran Turismo 6 or something as well, and that's the thing, you can't play that game. And that's a PS3 game, so you're not able to play that game, unfortunately. And it's the same for like WWE 2K14 as well. That was only a PSP game. It didn't come out PS4. That was at the end of 2013 as well, so they would think that as well. And they never even released the games on PS4 actually. At the end of the day, actually, and Gran Turismo 6 and WWE 2K14. So it was a bit strange. Maybe it was a bit strange. Could you think that time they would have released them on both consoles, but not those games. But I don't know if you can get them back with compatibility or that. That's the thing. This would be good if you would be able to play them on current gen consoles, those games. But I don't know if they're going to think out the box a wee bit and get themselves up the game a little bit, because I think they'll need to do that at some point. Of course, I was saying in the last video them shutting the PS stores and PS3 stores and that, and PS3 network and that. They're going to lose out a lot of games and stuff and that. It's going to be a bit of a hard hit for them as well, like if they do that. I mean, but maybe I might be thinking, well, maybe they've actually done something about it, because they know gamers are pretty much not too happy about what's going on, the situation of that. It's not a good thing to do as well. You're losing all these games and they don't really care about it as well. You just leave your game, you just leave them pretty much, leave these games to ruin, I guess, end of the day. Because if they don't have any of these games in storage, you're just relying to buy on physical copies of these games. So you're buying them, of course, then from those stores. I mean physical copies, I mean from shops, but they won't get very many of them in the shops, because they're getting a bit more obsolete, I guess. So you're kind of relying on that as well. So yeah, I mean that's the thing. So we just need to see what happens, I guess. I think they might be keeping the stores open, hopefully. Eventually they might have something to do. We'll have to see actually. See what they come up with. Something hopefully to keep them going in that. So yeah. Hopefully something pretty good. Hopefully it'll keep them going for the rest of the time. Hopefully they'll bring out something. But yeah, that's just more gaming conversations again, more about the console gaming and stuff. It's the same for like our truck simulators and that as well. We've only got a couple of them on console. I mean, we've got this one and we've got truck driver, and then of course then the pros and cons I was saying about them. I mean, as you say about this game, what's pros and cons in this game is, I mean, I say the pros are it's a big map, and you got licensed truck mod brands as well. You've got 2 licensed truck brands, which is a good thing as well. You also got you also got real, like you're driving in Germany as well. You got lots of real city names as well, as you're able to drive. There's the speed camera here. That's why I'm slowing myself down, because it's just there. So I mean, it's a good spot to put the speed cameras when you want to come through with the pass. It's a good way to actually come through the city. So yeah, that's the thing. You kind of have to slow right down when you're approaching the city. So yeah, what's the pros? This game's got licensed trucks. It's got a big map. And what else would I say? That's a hard one actually. I mean, yeah, I think that's the only 2 that I think of. I mean, yeah, but you have got life model trucks, and I see the pros, the cons are a bit like you got low-res graphics, you got lots of bugs in this game generally. I mean, it is quite bugged because you see it all bugged out. It's pretty bad. I mean, it's not bad in a way, but it can be quite bad. But I mean, I wonder if this coat's so end up getting itself stuck in the rail, and that's the way I was thinking that actually. Oh, maybe not that one. I was just thinking it would get stuck. It's the same for the trucks, the coaches get stuck in the white ones as well. What else did I see the cons are in this game? Yeah, also there's a bit more cons I guess in this game than I thought there's. I mean, the graphics are pretty bad. I think they need to have better graphics. As I was saying before, oh, look at these cars by the pit there. That's a weird place for them to sit there. Well, they're sitting on they're actually not sitting on they're sitting on the side of that road. They're not sitting on, look at that one as well. And these cars are sitting in a odd place. I don't know what's going on there, but oh, mind you, I think I've seen this one before actually. Yeah, there's been a couple of these cars that have packed like that as well. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know what else I would say about this game. It doesn't have any much pros and cons, I guess. Maybe that's just me, just my opinion, I guess. I could be wrong. It shouldn't be that many pros and cons. I'm flying around this corner. Yeah, I think I'll need to slow down eventually. Oh, and these cars just broke. And these cars just stopped pretty much because I think I was going out. I slowed down a little bit in case there's a speed camera. Yeah, so yeah. And yeah, there was another game that's going to come on console as well, and there's not that many truck titles on consoles. I was saying you only got a couple of games on console. You've only got this and Truck Driver. I mean, both games are sort of half-baked pretty much. I mean, some of them have got their pros and cons. I mean, Truck Driver's obviously you got obviously the graphics are better than Truck Driver. I mean, Truck Driver's been out for a year now, and it seems like they're getting there with improvements. But it isn't much of a simulator, I guess. It's just people want to have a simulator trucking title on console, and we're just getting sort of we're just getting this bad. Then we're just getting like sort of simplified. Then I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to think. It's too noisy to hear me in the trucks when I'm out external, so I'll just yeah. What's the saying? What's the word I'm waiting for again? I don't know. It's not much of a simulator title in Truck Driver. It's more of an arcadey sort of trucking title. It's not really focused on actual driving physics and simulation of cab things, open windows or engine sounds or any of that. I mean, wipers. I guess people wanted the wipers anyway because obviously they thought that was a it was a bit of a mistake not having them in the game at the start of the windscreen wipers, and they obviously didn't have any working wipers in the game until a couple of months later. It was just bonkers, I guess, to not put wipers in your truck at work, and you have rain in the game as well. So that's what I mean. If it's raining in the game, then why would you not have working wipers? But that was just a bit of a mistake. That was like a big mistake to put in as well. And yeah, and I'm glad they did do that. I'm glad, because I think the other option would have, they would have just pulled the rain out of the game completely and just have like sunny days all the time in the game. That dynamic weather and that stuff. So I mean, yeah, they'll need to try and do that as well. They need to try and get all the weather sorted out and that as well. I mean, the weather, maybe make it a bit better as well, the weather in Truck Driver. I think I've been here before actually. I remember walking up the road here, all the trucks are just sitting here waiting for the delivery spots, I guess. So yeah, they're waiting for me to come out, I guess. But yeah, I mean then of course yeah, just that's the thing about Truck Driver and that, it's also getting there now. I mean, I'm hoping Truck Driver will win and make a better game. I don't know when it will be, but yeah, I think Truck Driver will be a better game. Maybe, I don't know. I'm still working on Truck Driver still, so Truck Driver's still getting developed in that as well, and of course on the road and that still of course getting updates and that. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, both games are come along nicely, I guess. I mean, because on the road's just been out, so they've only got a few patches, but I mean, I reckon both games will come along nicely, and we might get something that maybe if they start updating the games, hopefully they'll actually be decent simulator titles. I hope they do actually put more updates as well. I don't know. I won't buy ETS2 or that. It's never going to be ETS2. Maybe another game, ETS3, might come to consoles, next gen consoles, PS5 hopefully. That'd be the case. We get a truck title on next gen consoles, and next gen title, and that will just be the thing. And I know the other truck game I'm thinking of, I was looking at the other day, I keep looking at it actually, is called Truck World Australia. That was the one I was maybe talking before, but I think I was calling it Aussie Truck World or something, but I think I was just saying it either way. I was thinking that one, I was thinking on that one called Aussie Truck World, but it's called Truck World Australia. But I just think that game is never going to come out, because I don't know. I mean, I've just been looking at their Facebook, and they've just put a video up, and a dev lab video of their truck. I mean, it looks like it was just an early access game, like it even come out. It even doesn't look like it's even going to come out anytime soon. I mean, they dropped that teaser trailer about a year ago now, which is just bonkers as well. Like, they should have had that game out in the right set. They should have that game. They should have like a release date set probably after that teaser trailer was dropped. But here we are 1 year later or something from that game, 1 year later from that teaser trailer. It's just been really silent, but radio silence on that game most of the time anyway. Right, they've only put a few posts up on their Facebook, on their socials, and there's hardly been anything on there. There's been some really weird posts on community tabs as well, like there was just non-truck related stuff that I've just seen. There's not like people talking about the game. There's a lot of like non-related stuff on the Facebook as well. It just feels like it was Feels like it feels like the game isn't really true now. You think about it now, they shouldn't have stuff like that on their page. It's just a bit strange now. So I don't know what's happened to Truck World Australia now. I mean, it just seems very quiet. I mean, yeah, I've still seen that the dev log they put up in a few months ago. They put a dev log up. It was just a wee quick video, 30-second video of the truck driving, a 30-second sort of gameplay or something. It showed you the truck in the yard, and it was fueling the truck pretty much. And yeah, I don't know what's happened, but they've got the truck mixed up. Like they put the steering wheel on the left hand side, and the right hand side, which is wrong. Which is totally wrong. So you're driving a big American truck. I think they made it like an American truck rather than an Australian truck. And yeah, and of course it was a bug as well. Like the truck leading, when they showed us a bug rather than actual gameplay, so it was a sort of waste of. I'm guessing that video was sort of a waste of time, in my opinion. That video that they put up. I mean, of course it's right first gameplay video, I guess, that we got, but nothing else. Not like it's nothing really that interests me, to be honest. Anyway, that video was just a quick 30-second video that just put up on there, and it's just refueling their truck and unleaded fuel tank as well. Unleaded fuel. This is on as well. Like they're what they're thinking as well. That's just strange. Like you put diesel in there. You probably have the steering wheel on the right hand side. I don't know what else. Like there seems like there's American trucks shown on the trailer as well. So they're not really got any American trucks. I mean, well, they're American, but why am I saying that? They got Max and Kenworths and that in Australia, but the truck I'm saying is a Peterbilt rather than a Kenworth, so I don't think these Peterbilts in Australia. Well, they might, but I don't think there's that many Peterbilts in Australia. Either Kenworths or Max. Oh, and Freightliners. I guess Freightliners there as well, actually. The cab over ones that they put there, they've got Freightliners there as well. Scanias, they've got European truck brands in Australia. I've got a Volvo. I think they don't have Mercedes. I think they have most of the Scanias in Australia, if they see a lot of trucks in Australia. The Volvos as well. Maybe like all the European truck companies, I guess, as well. They've got lots of their sort of European counterparts in Australia as well. So it's kind of a mixture of both, I guess. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Australia, they seem to have, it seems like they have lots of trucks there, road trains as well. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, I don't know what's happened to that game. Just the pity that Aussie Truck World Australia. I don't know. I just think that game is going to be. I don't even know if it'll ever come out or not. I mean, I hope they do. I hope it does come out. But it just seems really, really quiet. It's just been a lot of radio silence on that game for the past God knows months. I think they put something on Facebook. They haven't put in something on Facebook until the start of this year. Like it was like 6 months ago, and they didn't put anything on their Facebook account. Like they just said they just kind of abandoned it all or something, and then they came up with something. So it seems like they're still there. At least it's better than nothing. But yeah, I don't know what's going on the game. Like they're not showing us actual gameplay. I want to see actual gameplay of that. I want to see actual gameplay, but I don't know what we're going to get at the end of the day. It's in case the game is falling. It might not come out eventually. It just might just be a sort of a rip-off game, I guess. I hope it's not. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I hope it's going to come out. Because yeah, it's a pity, because that would be another console title as well. Something title on console. And I think that that seems like that's going to be the best one as well, graphically and simulation as well, physics. Like Snow Runner is pretty much your best opportunity for your sort of trucking and that on consoles, Snow Runner. And you're driving trucks in that as well, which is cool. That's probably your best bets at the moment. And of course you've got Bus Simulator 21 coming out as well, which should be pretty cool as well. And it's coming out in a couple of months' time actually. So that's September 7th of September, so it's a wee bit away still, but well, it seems like Bus Simulator is doing a lot better now than it used to. as well, and they've got sort of these licensed bus brands as well. And it's nice to see a British brand in it as well, and Alexander Dennis. And that's a company I know from here as well. They're actually based in Scotland, Alexander Dennis. So I know their buses quite well, and the buses look like they're actually based on British models as well. In fact, they've got doors on the right hand side instead of the left hand side because they're driving in San Francisco, so I'm guessing that's the reason. So they've got those on. You're driving on the left hand side than the right hand side, and those are on the right hand side. So you're kind of more like a European sort of side to the game. Of course, it's in San Francisco. I think that's where the map is. It looks really cool as well, so I hope it's going to be worth it as well. Yeah, I'll be driving the Alexander Dennis bus for sure. When I get my hands on it, I'll be driving the Alexander Dennis buses, probably the double decker as well. That'll be fun. We have a lot of them, and we have loads of them in our town as well. Lots of Alexander Dennis's going around, driving around. You see them, the nice buses, smart looking buses. So yeah, it's the thing. They're just really great looking buses. So yeah, well, I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays. So yeah, so I think I'm going to end this video off for you now. This has been a good part again. More console gaming, talking about simulators at the end here as well. But yeah, we'll see how things play as well. Hopefully this will be a great game, Bus Simulator 21. We'll find out how that happens. So yeah, so thanks again for watching today's video. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, please share the video out on social media as well. I don't mind, please share it in socials. And yeah, I'll have my gigs playlist, and I'll have an on the road playlist on our side. And of course you can subscribe to my channel as well. You see my face on the other side as well, so please do. And yeah, I should catch you in the next video. So bye for now.